my name is Mark. Today I'm going to talk about the topic homeschooling is better than traditional schooling. Now, first, let's talk about the advantages of the traditional schooling. Now, traditional schooling that it's like the school we go every day and it's like real school, but you feel more reality than learning homeschooling because we learn it every day, but not on weekends. But even though it's every school day, we feel more good and feel more reality than doing homeschooling. And this is the disadvantages of homeschooling. Now, do you think that homeschooling, like someone learning in traditional school, but they doesn't focus on the lesson, so they have to go to the homeschooling. So that's not good. Firstly, we have to focus on the thing we're learning at traditional school. And next, do you think that in homeschooling we feel more confident, but there's the disadvantages of it because when we learn at homeschooling, there might be someone we doesn't know. So some people have no friends when they're learning at homeschool. So that's not good. We have no friends. We're just focusing on the lesson at the homeschool. So that will not be good because we have no friends. We're just focused. That leads to not friends. We don't have friends, so we can't play with anyone. We'll be boring every time. At traditional school, we're learning just at one class. So in one class, we almost know it. We know all classmates at our class if we learn a long time in this class. So we can make friends and we will not be bored. We can play with them at any time, at recess. So it is not like homeschooling that always. So I think I'll choose traditional school. In the traditional school, we have a yard at recess, we have a yard to run and play. While homeschool, we doesn't have recess and we doesn't have time to drink water. And our body is more needing to the studies of our heads. So our body is more important than that. So we have to drink water. So what we're so thirsty, and if we don't drink, we can be very thirsty. So that's not good because we don't have time to drink at homeschool. We all have to learn there, but homeschooling have an advantage because traditional school and disadvantages. And if we learn at traditional school, we have to learn one school day at traditional school. Lastly, we have to learn about 9 hours. While we're learning at homeschooling, we just need to study for a small length of time. So we'll become more friends but what do you think? Because learning to the homeschooling, because some students are not focusing on the lesson they're learning at traditional school, so they have to go to homeschooling. So that means even though we didn't learn at homeschooling, if we focus on the lesson at the traditional school, we can be more greater because some students not focused, so they won't be good. Even though they're learning at a homeschool, if they don't focus even in the traditional school and even in the homeschool. So that's why I choose traditional school. And traditional school, we have more friends, right? It will be more fun. But do you think that? But there's the disadvantages of the traditional school. We have to learn a long time, and we have exams. And some students doesn't like exams, so they'll be boring to learning for the exam. For example, they're just learning for the exam that is near there, and it's almost the time for them to learn. But students, even though they doesn't like exam, even students don't like exam, it will not be good. And did you know that even if students don't like exam, but they still have to write it down to learn and remember. And we need to use more our remember part of our brain. So we can, in our life, we can't remember anything. So even though your parents said that you blah, blah, blah about the things they need to do at home, and they're just doing, suddenly an exam just come. So they have to learn. They will use many things of the remember part of the brain. They can't remember anything. So I can't believe that. So maybe I choose both, but I still like traditional school more than homeschooling. Homeschooling, there are less friends, and there are some friends we don't have to play. And we don't know, so we'll be boring. And we cannot focus because we doesn't have friends. And when I was small, I just go to a homeschool. In our class, we don't have recess. So we will be more boring, and it leads to stress in our brain, even though it's just a small length of time. So that's why I like traditional school more than homeschooling. And bye. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.